5633.
The question is, where should the American people draw their line in the sand?
What have we got? A republic or a monarchy?
A republic is based on a constitution which protects minority rights.
Not democracy, not mob rule, two wolves and a sheep voting on what's for dinner.
So they think they own our land, they think they own our water, children, our education, our money.
We have to define who we are and what we will tolerate.
Somebody's going to ask you what you did during the Patriot Uprising.
You have been warned.
We have the facts. We have the Constitution. We have the Bill of Rights. We have common law. Knowledge is power, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm so excited to be able to offer you Don't Tread on Me, Rise of the Republic. Tyranny is upon us, but liberty and the sleeping giant that is the American people is rising. A new tool in the info war. Don't Tread on Me. Order it at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139 and support independent, patriotic Liberty films. Let me tell you a little bit about one of our great sponsors, HomeGain.com. This is the place to get you started buying or selling a home, finding a realtor, and getting any real estate questions answered. Go to HomeGain.com and see what I'm talking about. All you need to do is type in your home address, and you will get an instant free estimate of your home's value online. This is a great way to be able to monitor the value of your home. And again, it's absolutely free. There are tons of tools to help you. For instance, if you want to remodel your home, go to HomeGain.com. Use their Home Sale Maximizer to help you determine which home improvements can most increase your home's value before you put it on the market. For 10 years, these folks have been helping home sellers and buyers. Visit their link at Infowars.com. Look for Max, the orange Home Gain Gorilla, to help you with any real estate needs you might have. You'll love this site. It's HomeGain.com. HomeGain.com. Check them out today. Hello, friends. This is Alex Jones. You've heard me talk about Cal-Ben 5-star soaps for years. This is an American-made product of the highest quality and compares to nothing you will find in stores. You can buy factory direct, shipped via UPS right to your door. Check them out on the web at 5starsoap.com or call 800-340-7091. Take my word for it. Once you've used pure soap, you won't buy anything else. Since 1947, Cal-Ben Soap Company has been showing consumers that soap can be tough on dirt and gentle on the environment. Buy American and stay clean, as well as support InfoWars. Visit 5starsoap.com today or call 1-800-340-7091. Well, Marty, what do you have to say?
As founder and owner for over 63 years, satisfaction is guaranteed or double your dirt back. Call us at 1-800-340-7091 for a free catalog or visit our website, 5starsoap.com. Thank you.
Coast to coast, direct from Austin. You're listening to the Alex Jones Broadcasting Network.
We're back live, ladies and gentlemen, and that caller that disagreed, he had nothing to say. I would ask him a question, he wouldn't respond to it. If you're going to disagree with me and you throw out points, you need to be able to at least respond. But the issue is, in the last 100 years, the World Council of Churches, set up by the Rockefellers, teach us to turn our guns in. Protestant churches do it. All the big mainline denominations. The Catholics do it. They tell you, submit to government, submit to socialism, that's the American way, you're going to hell. And Hitler did the same thing. He used the churches in Romans 13 to make everybody submit. The Founding Fathers didn't buy into it. Mexico is where about 80% of the immigrants are coming from. We have over 30 million illegal aliens, not 20 million like the news says. Major corporations that have done analysis say it's over 30 million. And Mexico lost wars with the United States. When the illegals have their demonstrations, they've got Mexican flags. The illegals in San Francisco repeatedly make the school make the U.S. citizen kids, in one case who were Hispanic, go home for wearing American flags. The American flag is so offensive to many of the Mexican illegal aliens that they can't even look at it. All over the country, they go to police stations, firehouses, post offices, private businesses, and pull down American flags. It's a military action to go pull somebody's flag down. They understand that. You ever play Plant the Flag in Boy Scouts? Where everybody starts wrestling, playing King of the Hill, trying to plant your flag. It's a military simulation of taking the hill. Seen the famous photo from World War II at Iwo Jima with the Marines raising... Oh, there's a photo on screen. We're simulcasting the radio show at prisonplanet.tv. That was at a public school where the illegals pulled down the American flag and ran the Mexican flag up on top of it with the Mexican flag above it with the American flag flying upside down. I'm not putting up with this. Look, I have gone out and protested the Ku Klux Klan more than 10 times because I don't like racist groups. But Mecha and La Raza, what does La Raza mean? It means the race. What's the slogan? For those inside the race, everything. For those outside the race, nothing. And we don't have 30 million Klan members in this country saying they want the Southwest for themselves. I'm done. I'm done. I'm not going to be part of the politically correct cover-up of this information. Okay? There's the photo on screen of the high school with the American flag being torn down and the Mexican flag run up. Now, let me get back to my point, then I'm going to your calls. This is just one Dallas Morning News story about it, and it's up at Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. We have links to it if you want to read it. Drudge also has it. Across Texas, 60,000 babies of non-citizens get U.S. birthright in 1 year. This is out today, August 8, 2010. And it goes on to say that of the 1.5 million illegals living in Texas, it's like 2 million in and around Houston, folks. That's what the police estimate. To reside, at least 60,000 babies are added to households annually. At least 60,000. That's a whitewash number. At Parkland, in the last year, of 11,071 babies were born to women who were non-citizens. 74% of total deliveries. So the hospital where I was born, where my dad, going to dental school at the time, worked 2 jobs on top of dental school to pay for it. He went in with cash money for Alexander Emmerich Jones to be born, and he put the money down and he paid for it at this very same hospital, because that's the big issue this article doesn't report on, but you can pull it up. Most of the illegals go to the emergency room and get it free. Did I say free? I said free. Oh, but it's biblical to give it free. Oh, the citizens aren't getting the health care free? No. The citizens, when they get pulled over drunk driving, go to jail, but the illegals in most cases don't. 860-plus cities, 800-plus cities are sanctuary cities where the illegals are above the law, because the globalists want them here to drive down wages and to be a political arm that'll vote for gun control and vote for globalism. And the article continues to go over all of these numbers. Over 16% of all births in Texas were illegal aliens. And their children become legal, become citizens, their families can stay, and they get all this free welfare. And you can't go to any other country in the world and do this. You certainly can't go to Mexico. Some of the most draconian laws against immigrants in the world, and I'm not calling for those. I mean, you have to understand, Americans are loving, good, open-hearted people. But the country is going bankrupt, and Mexico has always been antagonistic with the United States. It's it's the only country we've had a war with that borders us. Before Canada was a country, it was British and French run, and we had wars with them. We've had wars with Mexico. They teach in Mexican schools to hate America and that the Southwest belongs to Mexico. And I'm supposed to not talk about this. It's basically like Germany and France hating each other, having all these wars. Now, we need to do something about this. We need to do something about American flags being torn down. We need to do something about illegals saying, I don't like other people wearing American flags. It's offensive to me. And then I get up here on air and I mention it. And I mean, come on. It's insane. It's insane. All right. I'm going to go to another call that disagrees. Kiesel in Georgia who disagrees. You're on the air, Kiesel.
Hello. So my disagreement was, just a second. I understand. I agree with you as far as the motion of where the world's going, but as resistance to try to stop it, now think about it. What's the world without government? It's a whole bunch of divided people, divided by religion, divided by culture, divided by the way they do things in general. And that in itself is going to corrode. So you're saying without this establishment, we're all just going to be better off? Because all they're doing is bringing things to a singularity.
No, they're not. I have a choice who my government is. I am the sovereign. I elect the government. And I have a Bill of Rights and Constitution so that if we get a corrupt government in who can fool 51% of people to, say, start arresting all the Jews like happened in Nazi Germany, I'm going to be protected because I have a republic. In a democracy, if 51% say kill all of the Hispanics or kill all the Anglos or kill all the blacks, it happens in a pure democracy. So this Star Trekian meme of, oh, we're all going to be one world and one world government will stop war, that's how world government is sold. The problem is this world government is authoritarian and corrupt and has eugenics and world population reduction as its stated aim.
But Alex, anything that is outside of what you want, because there's a whole bunch of eyes out there. Everybody has their own opinion. Anything outside of that is corrupt because you don't appeal or you don't like the way they do things.
Okay, let me stop you again. 99% in a Gallup poll were against the banker takeover of 2008, known as the banker bailout. They got 1,000-to-1 phone calls, according to Congress people, against it, but it still passed. See, it's not only unconstitutional and illegal and immoral to give this money to these private banks, or they threaten to destroy the stock market. No one wanted it. So again, over 70% of Americans in major polls want more Second Amendment, not less. So you can't just say, well, that's your opinion. Okay, it's constitutional, and it's what the majority want, because it's common sense. The founders said, private property, be left alone. Defend yourself. Boy, that really makes sense. I agree with Thomas Jefferson and George Washington. I don't agree with George Soros and Bill Clinton. Okay? It's very, very simple. And so you call in and say, well, according to you, anything you don't like is evil. Well, the British government admits a 10-fold increase in brain damage and convulsions from the H1N1 shot in under 5-year-olds and have suspended the shot, not just the last shot, but any new shots. That's London Telegraph. Boy, I told you it was going to brain damage you. I had top scientists, brain surgeons, the head of the EU Commission on to tell, medical doctor to tell you it was deadly. And 6, 7, 8 months later, or a year later in some cases, what do you see on mainstream news? British Medical Journal saying it was all a fraud. I told you they were keeping the scans of your body because I could read the federal regulations. They're so arrogant, they think you're dumb. Now they admit they're keeping the scans of your body. I told you they were taking your baby's blood at birth for a Pentagon DNA bioweapons database. Now it's admitted. I mean, what's your problem with me? I mean, what do you... Pardon me?
Is world peace bad?
Well, this is not world peace. World peace to the globalist. World peace to the globalist is total enslavement. See, you have problems with semantics. If I walk up and beat you in the head with a hammer and say this is world peace because you're my enemy and when you're dead we're going to have peace, give me a break. I mean, you got a major problem. This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now new socialist legislation is only compounding the problem. Number 4, dangerous weather is always a threat to local grids. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, a solar power generator provides powerful backup insurance and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions from Science, one of my oldest sponsors. You can get more information at www.mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com or call 1-877-327-0365. Listen up, friends. This is Alex Jones with key information. The mainstream media is now admitting that we're going into a depression. Don't be dependent on the government for you and your family. You need to get your own supply of high-quality storable foods from efoodsdirect.com. They're the best company out there, the longest continually operating, with a ton of great food to choose from. It's all fresh and made on a monthly basis, not some old cruddy food they're selling you like some of the other guys. Try their new evacuation pack, a 2-week supply of delicious, easy-to-fix food. It comes with all the equipment you need to prepare it. With open talk of a strike on Iran in the next 3 months, the crisis in the Gulf, and possible evacuations, get yourself and your family ready today. The place to go is efoodsdirect.com. Go to their website online right now, efoodsdirect.com/Alex, or call 800-409-5633. Again, on the web, efoodsdirect.com/Alex,
or give them a call at 800